me, but I just have to tell you how much fun I'm having right now. I get to do this. How fun is that? Well, Shana Tova again, everyone. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this with me. You wake up tomorrow morning and everything in your life is exactly the same as it is today, except for one thing. Every blessing you forgot to notice yesterday is gone. The people you love but didn't call. The laughter that filled your home but went unacknowledged. The roof you assumed would always be there. Even your morning coffee, gone. I know we'd be in big trouble at that point. You can open your eyes now. If we woke up tomorrow morning with only the things we were grateful for today, how much of our lives would still be here? Rosh Hashanah asks us to sit with that question. It invites us to step off autopilot, to stop rushing past our own lives, and to really look at the blessings we've been tripping over without even noticing. These days of awe exist to wake us up, to remind us of what's fragile, what's fleeting, and what truly matters before it quietly slips away. And that's why, as a community, we chose the attitude of gratitude as Temple Dorderim's annual theme this year. We didn't choose it because life feels easy. We chose it because life feels hard. And yes, I wanted to do that in the Kennedy accent. The world around us is noisy, chaotic, and relentless. We are bombarded by messages telling us we're behind, that we don't have enough, that we aren't enough. And it's so easy to get lost in it, to focus on what's broken, what's missing, what hurts, and to forget to notice the goodness that's already right in front of us. But we wanted this year to be different. We wanted to create space together to slow down, to breathe, and to practice noticing. Noticing God's presence in our lives, noticing the gifts we carry, noticing the sacred, ordinary, everyday moments that we so often overlook. I think of one of my favorite books, Tuesdays with Maury. Mitch reconnects with his beloved professor, Maury Schwartz, as Maury is dying from ALS. And each Tuesday, they'd sit together and talk about the big questions: love, forgiveness, meaning, purpose, and gratitude. There's this moment where Maury says something I've never forgotten. The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and to let love come in. And don't cling to things because everything is impermanent. Learn to notice what you have while you still have it. Maury was losing everything: his independence, his ability to hug, even his ability to breathe on his own, and yet he chose gratitude. He noticed sunlight through the window. He laughed with the nurse who adjusted his pillow. He savored teaching Mitch one last lesson. Maury understood something Rosh Hashanah wants us to understand: that life is fragile, unpredictable, and precious. And the time to notice it is right now. Our prayers over these next 10 days echo that same urgency. Who will live and who will die? Who will find peace and who will struggle? Now, these words aren't meant to frighten us. They're meant to wake us up, to remind us that we don't have forever, that today matters, that the blessings in our lives, the people, the relationships, the simple joys are not guaranteed. And yet, I get it. Gratitude isn't easy. The noise of life is loud. We are pulled in 1,000 directions. Social media convinces us we're not enough. The news leaves us angry, anxious, exhausted. And then there are the very real struggles: illness, loss, disappointment, uncertainty. Some days gratitude just feels impossible. But here's the thing. Gratitude isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about choosing to see the goodness that still exists, even when life is hard. It's about holding both truths at once, that life can be challenging and still breathtakingly beautiful. Rabbi Abraham Twersky once wrote, "People who are miserable are not necessarily lacking things. They may have everything, but they don't see it. Gratitude does not make us richer. Gratitude makes us aware of how rich we already are." That's it, folks. Gratitude doesn't change our circumstances. It changes us. It opens our eyes. It softens our hearts. It slows us down enough to realize just how blessed we are. But it's not enough to think about gratitude. We have to practice it. We have to bring it from our heads into our hearts and into our daily lives. And tonight, as we step into a new year together, I want to offer us 3 simple, powerful ways to make gratitude central. Not just during these high holy days, but every single day. The first is this. And I give you permission right now, if you want to take out your phones and take notes, that's okay, because I really want you to focus on these things. Here's the first thing. Begin each day with one thank you. Before your feet even hit the floor tomorrow morning, pause. Take a deep breath and find one thing, just one thing you are grateful for. It doesn't need to be profound. It could be, thank you for my family, or thank you for this coffee, or even thank you that I survived my teenager's driving lesson yesterday. Start small. Start simple. Because when you begin your day with gratitude, the entire day shifts. You walk into it grounded and awake, ready to notice the blessings you might otherwise rush past. Okay, so we got it. Begin with a thank you. Here's the second. End each day by naming 3 blessings. And I know what some of you are thinking. By bedtime, you're exhausted. You've been working, parenting, answering emails, making dinner, cleaning up, scrolling through the endless news headlines, and pretending you're not too tired to brush your teeth. And yet, I will still gently remind you, please brush your teeth. But just before you close your eyes, pause. Name 3 good things from your day. Say them out loud. Write them down. Whisper them to yourself. And they don't need to be grand either. A stranger held the door open for you. A friend texted to say hi. Your kid made you laugh so hard you forgot for one moment everything else on your mind. The amazing thing about this practice is what happens next. You start looking for blessings during the day simply because you'll know you'll need to name them later. Gratitude becomes less of a reaction and more of a habit. And over time, you'll start noticing the beauty that was there all along. Okay, so the first one, thank you. The second one, 3 blessings. And finally, the third, speak gratitude out loud. This one might be the hardest and the most important, because so often we assume people know how much they matter to us, but we don't say it. We wait. We assume we'll have time later. We assume they already know. But sometimes we don't and they don't. So tell them now. Tell your partner you appreciate them. Melissa, I appreciate you. Tell your kids their laughter is your favorite sound. Hayden, your laughter is my favorite sound. Tell your friends, your coworkers, your parents, you make my life better. You make my life better. And if you really want to go old school, write someone a handwritten thank you note and send it snail mail. Now, I know in 2025 that seems a bit ridiculous, but when they open it, I promise they'll keep it. And one day you'll be glad you sent it. Gratitude multiplies when we share it. It deepens relationships. It softens resentment. It reminds us that we belong to each other. I still have a stack of birthday cards, thank you cards, holiday cards, because they truly mean something. Now imagine if we all committed to these practices. Imagine a community where gratitude became not just a theme, but a way of life, where we noticed more, where we said thank you more, where we saw holiness in the smallest, most ordinary moments, because that's where holiness lives. This is why we chose the attitude of gratitude, because in a world of chaos, gratitude grounds us. In a culture of scarcity, gratitude reveals abundance. And in a time where it feels easy to be divided, gratitude connects us to one another, to ourselves, and to God. Tomorrow the shofar will sound. Its call is raw, urgent, and ancient. And when you hear it, I hope you'll listen to it differently this year. Not just as a cry of an alarm, but as an invitation to slow down, to notice, to bless, to stop waiting for life to be different before we celebrate the life we already have. May this be the year that we truly learn to see. May we walk into 5786 with softer hearts and wider eyes. May our days be filled with meaning, our nights with peace, and our lives with love. And may gratitude for each other, for this community, for God, and for the gift of simply being alive carry us forward into a sweeter, fuller, holier new year. Shana Tova Umetuka. May it truly be a sweet and grateful new year for all of us. Amen.